Welcome to lesson 2. Today I wanted to continue on with kind of our theme of hearing things, and I want to talk about scales. I want to talk about specifically the modes. And the way that we can listen to the modes today will be a really great tool for listening to scales, because you can apply the same process to what we're going to be doing here shortly. I also wanted to share with you kind of how I got to this place where I could really wrap my head around the modes, because I feel like it's very easy for us to open up a book, look online, watch a lesson, whatever the case may be, and get the intellectual understanding of exactly what a mode is and how it works. Which, of course, as you know, is just a different part of the major scale played from one part to another, starting at a different place, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so forth. And that's very intellectual, and while that's important information, it doesn't get us to a place where we can really utilize them and understand them fully. And what I'm talking about, like in the previous lesson, is actually hearing them. So, and I'm sure most of you have had this experience as well. First starting to learn how to play modes and scales when I was younger, first learning how to play on bass, again with the same layout. I would just sit down and I'd put the metronome on, and I would just go from one note to another and just play up, and I would play down, and it was really probably the most agonizing and boring thing that I could possibly do. I know it did not keep my attention because it was essentially, well, technically it was practice. It wasn't making music out of it. It was just an exercise. And then, of course, when I went to go and improvise, then it just sounded like I was running up and down the scale. And I think that's probably something a lot of people fall into. So if this is something that you are falling into as well, I don't want to say a trap, but like if this is something you struggle with, then I feel like this is going to be a really good tool for you. So check this out. Let's look at the next section here, and you'll see exactly, and hopefully hear exactly what I'm going to do. All right. Okay, so if we look here in front of you, we've got a Ionian or a major scale that I've mapped out on the fingerboard. I started at the end of the neck, but again, it's a perfect fourths tuning, so wherever direction you choose to move it, you can start anywhere in the neck. But just for sake of argument here, for sake of the lesson, we're going to be playing it here, starting on the C, 3rd fret on the A string, 2 octaves. So the first step, which is really vital in this, is that, and I did it in the last lesson as well, but I feel like this is a real powerful tool, especially when it comes to understanding any scale, specifically the modes, it's just to put on a drum, like a nice simple kind of bagpipey kind of drum. There are a lot of really great ones on YouTube. I'll put a link to the one that I'm using in the description here, but we're just going to put it on to C, and this is very important. But again, just a very basic C drum. There it is. Yes. And so this is basically just going to be like our just a tone bass, if you will. We're soaking our ears into the sound of C. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to look at this mode here. I want to get to a place where I'm looking at it and I can kind of get it under my finger, and then I'm going to play the scale, just kind of like this. And then back down. And I want to just play it and listen. How does it sound? Can I hear melodic fragments in this? There's one. Yep. Let's see. Yeah. What you want to do is essentially we're going to play the scale and start making music with it. Listen to each note. can you pick out melodies in your head? If you hear the notes, does it make you think of a melody? And what we're doing here is that we're getting used to the sound of the scale, and we're hearing melodies within it. Because this is not only practice hearing the scale, but practicing making music with it. And if you can make music with something, it's going to be a lot more fun, it's going to be a lot more constructive, and you're going to learn it. You know, and you can go through and just run around. And make music. So, that's Ionian. I'm going to go through the rest of the modes one by one, and what I want you to do is just listen. See if you can pick out the sounds, because then again, this is where it really gets interesting, because now we're going to hear the modes. But here's really where this exercise is different. Instead of just continuing on with this shape and starting at a different place, which is technically correct, we're going to start on C, but we're going to play the next mode. So the next one is still going to be on C, but it's going to be C Dorian. And I'm going to go sequentially through each mode, and the fingering chart will change here in front of you. And I think you're going to hear it. It's going to be pretty powerful. And then what I would also encourage you to do is sit down, spend some time playing this with all the modes, with any new scale, or with absolutely every single new scale. And this is really how you get it into your ear. And the thing that you'll find is that if you can do this enough, the drone will act like a chord change, and when you sit down and play against a tune or a set of changes, you'll be able to actually hear how the mode fits, or in some cases doesn't, which is also pretty powerful. And this is kind of the basis of a tool that gets your ears opening up and being able to hear chord progression. So let's go to the next mode, and we've got Dorian. Let's do Dorian. Check out Phrygian. Think about what makes it sound the way that it does. Beautiful. Very Spanish sounding. Let's check out Lydian. Oh, I love Lydian. Sounds science fiction-y to me. Yes. Well, where is that from? Can you hear it? Can you hear the music in it? Lydian, excuse me. Let's check out Mixolydian. Starting on a C. Sounds like Irishy to me. hear major 7, right? There's that flat 7, right? You can hear how spicy that is. Mixolydian. Let's check out Aeolian, starting on the C. Natural minor. Yeah. Now there's the flats, there's the major 7, so it's like a harmonic minor, right? Can you hear it? Well, you get 2 for 1 here. Harmonic minor, it's a minor with a major 7, and you can really hear it. And then regular Aeolian. There it is, Aeolian. All right, let's check out Locrian. It's dark. It's like YYZ. Lydian sounds, it just doesn't, it's like, where's it want to go? Can you hear the music in that? Right. And that's Lydian. All right, so there you have it. I hope this was a powerful kind of ear-opening, eye-opening, ear-opening exercise for you, and I hope that this is something you can take, use it to learn new skills, new material. I will go ahead down below, put a link to the drone that I used. I'll also make a link so you can download the scale charts if you like. If having a visual aid, I know that really helps me. You can also just go back, pause the video, whichever you like. If you found this useful, if you like this, like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos here. I want to make this like a regular thing. And we'll cover more on music and straightforward guitar and improvisation and technique and all that good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great time, and comment, like, subscribe, let me know. I got suggestions for which you'd like me to work on next. I'm open for that. Shoot me a message, let me know. Thank you so much, and I will catch you next time.